And I'm glad you mentioned like it resonates throughout all of life because if there was just one thing I wanted people to hear today, it would be the power and importance of having Christian friends. Uh,
Mm,
to find someone to marry, having Christian friends is everything. If it's just same-gendered friends, it will still help. Having opposite gendered friends will help even more, but just have
mm-hmm,
friends, and this is what I
mm-hmm,
mean. So, let's say you're at a church and there's a new guy. You're a woman and you have a girlfriend, you could walk over to a single guy and invite him to join a group lunch.
mm-hmm,
That would be a little bit of an easier ask. What's way easier if a guy and girlfriend go with
mm-hmm,
a girl and invite her to lunch. So the next time you go to a party actually at her house and
mm-hmm,
there's 3 other girls, like every friend you make is gonna
mm-hmm,
introduce you to 3 to 5 other Christian singles. If you
mm,
stay friends with them long enough, your network grows and grows, and this is the should be obvious, but a lot of people don't see it that way. Um, you can spend 1,000 hours on online dating to get at most a I know nothing about them but a write up and a
yeah,
photo. You're gonna drive across town, park, spend
yeah,
2 hours, and I'm not
yeah.
suggesting that online dating doesn't help or isn't even worth
I will
that.
suggest that, but that again another episode. But yes, it's much easier to build from friendship. I get you. Yeah.
But when you're meeting the friends of your friends, when you're meeting the
Mm-hmm.
friends of your friends, not only is it possibly safer and a whole bunch of things, when you're meeting the friends of your friends, you already know that this is someone you're probably gonna love.
Right. Yes. Yeah.
Like, they
It is
have
someone in context. Yes.
yes, a
Right.
level of social skills, a level of shared interests. It's so
Yeah.
much more efficient, and
Yeah.
even if things go south, there's a breakup, whatever,
Yeah.
um, you have this wide network of friends now. You're not starting from scratch. It's not like
Right.
investing months into this one online dating person, and now they're gone, and what do you really have left? I could
Right.
I could go on.
Yeah.
Um, Number 1, when you do start dating someone, you want to introduce them to friends that will help screen them, that will help see the
Mm-hmm.
rest you don't see.
Love it.
Not all of us have family in town or family we trust or XYZ, but if you
Mm-hmm.
have Christian friends, they'll help you out. And you're
Yeah.
gonna see red flags in someone a lot better in a group context. Okay, well, so another really key reason why, and women, I really need you to hear me when I say this. Um,
Mm.
so many girls will say to me, so many young ladies will say to me, you know what my dream way is to find my husband?
Yes.
We're gonna be friends first and really know each other as friends, and then we'll fall in love. I'm not making fun of it, ladies. I think that's the ideal way to do it. That's actually how my husband and I fell in love. That is
Right.
that's golden, that's wisdom. But the only way you're ever gonna have a guy friend that you magically fall in love with one day is to have a guy friend.
Ta-da!
And I know so many women, and they're like, "Well, yeah, he's nice and everything, but I don't think he's the one. You know,
Uh-huh.
he's nice and everything, but I just am not attracted to him."
Right.
So they leave these great guys in the
Uh-huh.
dust. And I'm sitting here thinking these are probably the great guys that you would have fallen in love with one day if you had given
If
them
you had given
Mhm.
them time, given them a chance to spend time. Exactly. Yes.
Right, right. But women, even if you don't think that you would ever fall in love with him, at least
Right.
that he's a guy that you could serve by including him in your wonderful community that will one day fall in love with him, and you'll be happy because you won't be forced to marry him. You'll want to marry him. And you
Right.
just want to say again, every time you meet someone, I pray
Mhm.
that you'll say, God, how can I serve this person? If you find a
Yeah.
man or a woman, a Christian single, and they seem like a good person, then God, how can I serve them? What friends can I introduce them to? What roles
Mm.
can I help them find? What networking and job events might minister to them? What friends
Yeah.
introduce them to? Serve
Yeah.
other people, and before you know it, you'll be blessed.
Yeah, and you have common ministry, common story. Again, going to the marriage, right thing, right? And a lot of studies show that successful marriages aren't just between you loving another person, you love another person. It's either based two sinful people trying to love each other.
Yeah.
Rather, it is having looking towards a common goal. For us Christians, it'll be God, but it'll be a ministry that we both run and serve together. So
Oh, Athens, you keep saying everything important because I almost forgot. One of the best parts of having a ton of Christian friends is they will give you a more successful marriage, a
Mhm.
more successful marriage. Because every now and then you're going to want time away from your spouse. You're going to
Oh
have your
yeah.
friends there.
Mhm.
Uh, your spouse goes hunting, you go with your friends, and vice versa. And maybe it's the wife that
And as patient as I am, and most amazing human being I am, I'm gonna have arguments with my wife, and I'm gonna tell my friends that I am right and she's wrong, and they're there to tell me no.
right.
Support you throughout the lows as well as highs.
Mhm.
I'll add one little more reason, and I'll transition to my last and final question. I think one reason is that a lot of the traits that you'd want to find in a spouse, we can only see in your friendship and a group setting. It's not exactly apparent that we're going to go into the traits soon that you see it in the first few seconds. I would even argue if you're immediately attracted to someone in the first few seconds, you're probably looking at the physical surface stuff and not the real stuff. So let's turn towards that traits that one should look for, Rebecca. So